Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Anderson Design and Fabrication, designing and manufacturing Subaru lift kits and off-road accessories. Vibrant Performance, the source for professional fabrication components. And by Clamp Tight, the clamp making tool.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now, you've surely seen our sister show, Performance TV. Well, here's one of their greatest hits and host Joe Costello.
Now, you know I love technology. It makes things better and more efficient. Maybe in no better example than the torque converter. Marty Chance is in the house. Marty, we got some converters, we got some race cars and hot rods. What are we learning about this week?
Our bolt-together converters have taken over heads-up drag racing, and in a modern race car, it's all about tunability. Our torque converters don't just have a few stators. The stators are almost infinitely variable. For example, for a converter like this, we'll build a stator from 20 degrees to 50 degrees in every 2.5 degree increments. And not only that, but the blade counts. Like, you could have as many as 20 blades, as few as 7 blades. We also build them in X and A factors, which are stators that have a slightly higher torque multiplication. There's also an R factor. That's something we've never talked about publicly. It's a technology we designed probably more than a decade ago. Basically what it is, it's a technology that allows us to advance or retard the stator like you would advance or retard a camshaft, which is to say we can make the stator stay in a torque multiplying mode longer or come out sooner.
So you're speaking another language to a lot of people out there, but there are a lot of people that understand exactly what you're saying. Bottom line is we're talking about winning races and getting the most out of the parts and pieces you've already paid for to go racing with. This adjustability is the difference between winning and losing.
Right, absolutely. A modern race car has to have the ability to tune for a track condition or any situation that may come up. And this torque converter is the most tunable converter ever conceived.
Now, you have been doing this for many years, but we are seeing like champions and race winners, whether it be on outlawed tracks or national event tracks, they're using your converters.
Yeah, that's true. We've set records and won championships all over the world. And this converter, the bolt-together converter, we brought this to the industry almost 35 years ago. So we've been doing this a long time. The technology in-house is just phenomenal.
Let's talk about some of the customer service that you offer, because people are like, okay, I want to win races, but where is my spot with Neal Chance Racing Converters? If they have something unique that they want to do, maybe a combination that they need put together unique for their combination, how do you handle that?
When a customer has his Neal Chance converter out, he runs it, the best thing we can do for him is to link up through the internet with them, take a look at their data. So they'll have their data log on their computer, we'll link screens to the internet, we'll be able to read that data and then show them how to advance their program.
And depends, 5,000 horsepower Pro Mods, 1,500 horsepower showdown cars, or just a really powerful street car, you've got something for them.
Absolutely. The technology we developed in the racing world to win all these championships, we did the same thing with the street performance car, because today's modern street rod is nothing to have 700, 1,000, 1,200 horsepower in a street-driven car that runs on pump gas. And that same technology, we developed a converter that's very user-friendly, very inexpensive. A converter like this starts at like $1,000.
And a lot of people think, like, oh my goodness, Neal Chance Racing Converters, that's just for Pro Mod cars, and that's not the case.
Not the case. The popular hot rodding scene today has, whether it's a boosted LS or any other type of hot rod with a big block Chevy or a Ford or whatever, if it's got an overdrive transmission with a lockup converter, say the 4-speed and 6-speed overdrive lockups, that's the kind of street rod performance converters we're talking about, one just like this one.
Performance and drivability, which I think is everybody's goal with a powerful street car.
Right, absolutely. In fact, we even have a lot of people that'll ask us, well, I've put a supercharger on my car, I've put a turbocharger on my car, why do I need a converter? Well, that factory converter was designed for the factory power curve of a stock motor. So when you boost it and you make a lot more power, you throw nitrous on it or whatever, you've changed the power curve, the converter needs to be adjusted for that.
Good point. You can spend all that money on a supercharger. Go the extra mile. Performance, adjustability, drivability, and maybe even a race win. If you are looking for that, hit their website. Marty's got it going on.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. We enjoyed the ride. Hope you did too. We're going to do it again next week, so be sure to join us here at the same time. In the meantime, if you have something you want to see featured on our show, email Jeff at masterstv.com. From our entire crew, we'll see you next time here from Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. See ya.